People seeing me. Like, too bad I don't have something great here if they could see. A picture of Isis.
Why it says it's cute.
What? What?
It says your own life now.
Yeah, now it does. I'm putting up Isis picture. That's better than looking at me. Um, but it's not, the one that I announced that would be up here. Can you go in and type something?
Yeah, hold on. Let's see if it's coming up.
Trying to eat some crackers because I don't want to eat crazy, after fasting for too many days. You know. Oh, good. I see you.
You may have to wait a few minutes for people to.
Well, it was kind of like the other one, but I announced the other one, but I couldn't get into it. And it kept saying it was being used by another application. Well, I looked and I saw it was, I don't know how, but my other browser, Chrome, came on, and I don't know how, and that's probably what was taking it up.
Yeah.
I'd rather people look at ISIS than look at me. She's far more spiritual than I will ever be. Well, it's the truth. It's not coming through clear, but it's my baby. I sure miss her and Tigray. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I can't begin to tell you how much I wish I had a little pet. Can't begin to say how much I need it. But, I can't afford it. So it's impossible. It says that there's 3 people here. If somebody's there, say something, type something, because I'm just trying to see how to get this work. It now says it's 4 people. Hey, if you're there, people, say something. Type in the chat room, please. Whoa, my friend, I know the person that's my friend. Hello, Addie. I can't believe you're actually here. Hello, Kimberly.
Oh, you got people.
Yeah, but I know some of these people. I do. Like Addie. Been a friend for a long time. Addie's my rock and roll buddy. Yeah. Okay, Addie. Say something rock and roll. I can quote Jim Morrison some poetry for you people. How about that? I'm going to give you a little Jim Morrison. Can they hear me on the camera? Can you? Myrtle, see.
Hold on. Let me put my phone down.
Yeah. We're just testing. I don't know what I'm doing. Wow. I'm really honored. I guess you're hearing me. I really don't know. Can somebody tell me? Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you. You're coming through.
Okay, well, I'm going to give you a little poetry then. I said this was for spirituality, so here's a great poem by Jim Morrison. It's my favorite poem of his. It's called Awake. Awake, shake dreams from your hair, my pretty one, my sweet child. Choose the day and choose the sign of the day's divinity, first thing you see. Choose, they croon the ancient ones, the time has come again. Choose now, they croon beneath the moon, beside an ancient lake. Enter again the hot forest. Enter the dream, come with us, where everything is broken up and dances. I think that's one of the most beautiful poems I've ever heard. And if you hear what it's saying, it's a very powerful message. Anyway, whatever you want to talk about here, people, type something. Yeah, Addie. Yeah, Big Jim, absolutely. Jim Morrison, very much. And John Lennon, another great. It's coming up to the anniversary of John Lennon's assassination, December 8th. Never forget that. 42 years. I still cry when I think of it. That was such a waste. A man simply going home and assassinated. It was ridiculous. And all he ever talked about was peace. Yes, Eddie, it's a nice picture of my cat. That's Isis. I don't really care to be on camera. Sorry, people. You've seen me on live videos, but to sit here on a camera, no. But whatever you want to talk about or ask, please do. I'm not doing readings, but I will talk spirituality. Anything. Go for it. Okay, Myrtle. I don't want to keep you on here.
Okay.
If you want to
Thank
stay,
you.
it's 11 people on here. All right.
Oh, okay, cool. All righty.
I hope you liked that little poem of
I
Jim.
did.
Beautiful. Okay. Talk to you soon. God bless. Thank you. I had a friend trying to help me walk me through this because I've never done live, and I've tried to program this where I could set up a date and time. And I tried to come in and I had nothing but problem after problem. So this is all new to me. Come on, people, say something. Addie, say something. Ask me something. Hi there, I see Elisa. Thank you for being here. Addie, it's always hot here. Never changes. Okay, Kimberly, it may be easy, but I know nothing about it. I'm on a free version of Stream right now, but my problem is I'd like to set it up a link so I could advertise this, and that's what I can't figure out. I'm going to have to play with it. Topic learning new things. Well, we can learn something new every day if we keep ourselves open. That's all I do know. Um, uh, if you people have followed me for years, you know that I have severe health issues, so your help is greatly appreciated in here. Anything you want to say, please do. Kimberly, I don't think doing Facebook is of much value. People on Facebook just want to be entertained. On YouTube, I find people want to learn because my videos are not entertainment. They are always a lesson. Like my newest one, if you have not seen it, people, please, it's about the full moon for December that's coming up. It's got a lot of knowledge in it, and that's all I'm trying to do is share knowledge. I'm not here to entertain people and tap dance. I can do readings, sure, but that I don't feel people need as much as they need to grow spiritually. That's why I started out with a poem. John Lennon wrote poetry, but his poems were not anywhere near as profound as Jim Morrison. But I must say, all the music John wrote was profound. And again, it affects me deeply, the loss of John Lennon. Always will. Hello, Shelley. Glad to see you here. I don't know who everybody is. It's just Addie I happen to know very well. We've been friends a long, long time. Yeah, we never stop learning unless we close off our minds and say, nope, this is the only thing and I'm never going to learn another thing, which a lot of people do. I know you know it, Addie. You're very familiar spiritually. And I hope everybody in here today has the desire to be spiritual. It is important. I'm not talking religion, I'm talking a spiritual connection to all that is divine, be it God, be it Jesus, be it the angels, be it Mother Mary, be it whoever, Krishna, uh, all the teachings out there. It doesn't matter as long as you're seeking answers and wanting to come to some form of truth. I'm waiting for you people to say something. Tell me something else. Yes, that is my cat, Isis. And she is passed, but she was a better psychic than me. Much better. I can tell a story about Isis. I have a million stories about her. One is a video, I have it up, called Isis the Mystic Cat. Very old. But anyway, this happened in the year 2002. Uh, I was asleep. It was early morning. And I heard a voice calmly, clearly, perfect English say, someone's in the house. I opened my eyes and Isis was on top of my chest, her face at my face. And at that time I had cameras and I turned on the cameras and went through and I found where the person was. Well, I was able to scare them off, but the way that she spoke to me calmly, clearly, perfectly, warning me, she was beyond anything I've ever encountered in an animal. And if you haven't read my articles or my video, I have one on cats' supernatural powers because they do have them. They are different than any other animal. And let me continue about Isis. Someone writing about advocating for animals. Yes, I can understand. What do I see for animals in the future? I don't think the human race is going down. Sorry, I wish I could be one of these, oh, everything's going to get better, but I see the human race deteriorating. And it's from the effects of the pandemic and people being in a new world that they don't know how to work and react to. I think animals will have more assistance than they had before. Uh, People are more in touch with animals than with other humans. That's a good thing and a bad thing. People are disconnected from other people. That's what I see. So I'm just telling you, if I told people everything I saw, you wouldn't like it. Because I do believe in Bible prophecies out of Revelation, and I see too many of them coming to pass. Thank you for your comments here. It helps me. Well, Addie, I think you're talking about animals, naturally more intelligent in the ways of living. Absolutely. Far more than us lowly little humans. We're the lowest form as far as I can see. I find much more dignity and honor among animals. And in case you don't know it, I do have on the Pinterest and on Facebook, I have groups, a public group for pet for deceased, if you've got a pet that's passed, to give comfort, and what else? And it's just all types of things about animals in there. Whatever you want to know, it's going to be posted. So you might want to check out my pet group on Facebook. Again, on Pinterest, I have a board for animals. And as you know, I've written many articles and made many videos on animals. If you go into my playlist, look on animals, and there's all my videos, and you'll find the one about Isis, the mystic cat. Oh, hi, Sweet Pea. I'm so glad you're here. Always nice to hear from you. You know, I really do remember you people. I do pay attention. I don't say much because I'm tired. Bottom line, I'm a older woman, and my energy is very, very down, very much. But I do appreciate each person who comments to me and writes, like on my community board when I post things and on my videos. I really hope you could share, please, people, share my video about the December full moon. It's the cold moon or the wolf moon. It's a very important one, and I also have a newsletter going up soon that is it'll be going out in 2 days of my December spiritual message for December. So if you're not on my newsletter, you may want to get there because yes, I am promoting sales because I'm not a wealthy woman by any means. I live quite poor. It took me forever. I just got this camera the other day. I've been trying for a year to get it. It's that hard for me to have extra money. I go often without food. These are not exaggerations. That's just the way my life is, unfortunately. And any of the great teachers, the masters, like Jesus, Buddha, just to name a few, you know, you think about it, they were never poor, rich people either. And, you know, people always want to tell me stuff about Jesus. Well, he lived a very simple life. And, you know, he was the divine master teacher. There's no question about that. It's just people have the wrong view of him. Like, you know, they believe that if you ask Jesus, everything's magically going to be given to you. My opinion is look at the disciples of Jesus. All but one died a horrible death. They were mainly executed, um, kind of like Jesus. So following Jesus is not going to be the easiest thing. And I'd like you to remember that because he said, as I am in this world, so you will be. And he was rejected. And that's pretty much the way it is. His disciples and their passing is a good way to understand this man who graced our planet. I don't know if any of you read Khalil Gibran, but his book, A Prophet, is one of the greatest books ever written. Uh, I'm reading Sweet Pea, what you wrote, not quite sure. Shared you out, not quite sure what that means. And I can't be here too long, but I'm trying to get across certain things. And again, remember, Jesus said, as I am in this world, so will you be. And if you truly follow a spiritual path, it's a hard one. It isn't the easy magic, you know, ask Jesus and bing, there's all you want. It doesn't quite work that way. True spirituality is much different. People ask me, you know, how they can do what I do. Uh, you know, how much I know these things. Well, I studied with different masters for 16 years. I didn't work, I studied to learn this stuff. And that's why it's so much a part of me. So to learn, and that's why reading people and doing readings very easy for me. And communicating with pets, very easy. I really enjoy it. Now, I'm going to put a link in here. Hey, if any of you can afford to and help, I'd appreciate a donation. I just put this up. I need support. Pardon me. Mm. Anyway, okay, well, thank you for sharing this video. I don't think it's a masterpiece. It's my first one, and I'm really happy for those of you that have come here today. I just haven't figured it all out, and I would need someone to teach me. If any of you are an expert on how to set up, because I scheduled a live stream, but when I went to go in it, I could not get into it. So I'm like, well, damn, how am I going to give people a link if I don't, know how to tell them to get to where I'm going to be? So if anybody has a clue on this, please send me a message through my website, not here, but through my website if you have any knowledge. And again, take notice of the link I shared. If you can donate something to help me, I'd appreciate it. Don't have any little animals because I can't afford to feed me, and I'm not going to have an animal and have them suffer. No way would I do that. All of my animals were taken care of perfectly. They never suffered in terms of not having what they needed. They did all, of course, these lovely beings do get sick and pass on. They aren't with us that long. But again, they spend so much energy of being just pure love. The divine connection is through them more than anything. They are so spiritual. And I'm not just talking cats, I'm talking all animals. Even down to a snake, there's a spirituality and a wisdom there. They all have it. That's one thing I'm always trying to tell people. And I do teach classes on animal communication, animal healing. I don't know if any of you ever pay attention, but I do teach, and that's what I love to do is teach. Um, Anything anybody wants to say, because I'm tired, and if there's a question of anything, please post it. Just know that times are difficult. I do not see things improving anytime soon. And I'm talking worldwide, I'm not talking one country. I see it worldwide. More and more, the control of what I believe to be the Antichrist is coming in, and it's very powerful. Everything just, knocks me over how people accept all of this. But then again, most people don't know the Bible, and there's very few people who truly believe in God anymore. It's less than we think. In a moment of, let's say, terror, like they say about the troops, there's no cowards in a foxhole. When you come down to something life and death, you're going to then turn to God. But it's the daily turning that makes a difference. And that's what we have to do. And it's not easy. Well, thank you, Lisa. I appreciate what you're saying. I need as many blessings as possible. And again, I have to keep saying, if you can send something, anything, I'd appreciate. There's my hand over Isis. So you can see I am here. It is me. And I like having her around me. Always my inspiration. She loved, by the way, Addie, she loved Jimi Hendrix. All I had to do was put Hendrix on, and she'd come by the speaker. She loved him. The only animal I ever had who loved Jimi Hendrix. She knew good music. And it was just Jimi Hendrix's birthday the other day. He would have been, I think, 79 or 80 years old had he have lived. It was just the other day, his birthday. And I'm like, wow, You think how long he's been gone, 52 years. That's a long time. Different world, much different. Anyway, I guess nobody really has anything much to say. I've been on here for about 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm reading, Addie, what you just wrote. Yes, people talk about different perceptions, but they really don't want to explore different perceptions. Like Jimi Hendrix, when I first saw him, I was 17. I was 2 feet from him. I did not do drugs. And I had never seen or experienced anything like it and never will again. I saw him many times after that, but no video can capture what that man did. It was truly remarkable. Again, I was not on drugs. There were no drugs where I was because of the police, but um, he was able with his music. I felt myself going backwards in time, and I could see things from the past. And then he had a way of taking that guitar and propelling you into the future, and you could see things. It was truly an experience. That's why he called it that. But it had to be live. You'll never get that through a video, through a DVD, through anything. You're not going to get what he did. You had to be there. That's all I can say. I saw him 10 times live, and my biggest request when I pass is just let me hear Jimmy again. I hope he can play. That's all I care. I don't need to talk, just play music, Jimmy, because that speaks very loudly. And he wrote some pretty profound lyrics. Like I said, my cat Isis loved Jimi Hendrix. And when she passed, one of his songs is very soft and beautiful. It's called Angel. It's a hard one to find, but it's one of the most beautiful songs you'll ever hear. And if you can look it up, you may find it on YouTube. There's others where he says Angel in the title, but this one is just strictly Angel. And that is Isis' song because she was an angel who came down and helped me for as long as she could. Anyway, I thank you for being here. If I figure the rest of this out, I will let you people know. But as of this time, I don't understand everything. Anyway, be blessed and please carry the love and light of God with you and share it as much as you can because the world needs God's love and His light. Let His light keep shining through all of us and spread it to everyone you can. Be blessed. This is me, Cherokee Billy.